Hello, welcome to Kingdom Creator Connected Collective, and today we're talking about creating authentic relationship. We as creators, I hear this from a lot of content creators, and it's the truth. The reason that we are able to be very enthusiastic in what it is that we do, especially when we're to this capacity with you guys, is because we spend a lot of time in our own little personal bubbles. We like our personal bubbles. Our personal bubbles are our favorite place to be. But in being in personal bubbles, we have a tendency to forget how to interact with other people. So in having that element of not knowing how to interact with other people, we can be a little brash when it comes down to talking to other folks. We are a timely set of people, and we get straight to the point. We may forget to be that type of person that's cordial enough to say, "Hey, how you doing? What's up? How was your day? Let's go." People used to actually have to get on me years ago for this, because I would text people and I wouldn't even say hi. I would just tell you exactly what it was and I wanted the information of, because I'm antisocial in a lot of cases. It seems like I'm very social because of my attitude and how jovial and happy I am with you guys. But I can be antisocial in a minute. And because of that, I'm trying to get out of a lot of situations where I have to spend too much time being social. I get in, I get out. I see the point, I get the understanding, get in, get out. I like my personal private space. If I'm in my personal private space, I'm usually trying to engage as little as possible with other people. Like I say, unless I like being around you, I really don't want to be around you. I'm an introvert at its finest. Okay? And because of that factor alone, it can make it hard for a lot of content creators because we're married to our cameras. And in that element, you don't know how to engage with other people. How do you break this up? Get involved in Facebook communities. Get involved in going out to events, going to places that hold venue events where you have to engage and network with people. I told you guys once before, Meetup is your friend. I remember when I was deep into my fashion blogging, I would go on Meetup and find events locally. But because I was a fashion student in college, I knew the local events. Our city was one of the few cities outside of like your major metropolises that did their own fashion week. So you could go to fashion shows, and I could record content at those events when I wanted to do that. I could do meetups. I could vlog, Instagram, all of this type of stuff during that time frame. It would allot me the ability to meet people, talk, engage, have conversations, networking opportunities. I remember one night I had an event that I went to. I invited a friend that went to college with me. Ended up running into another friend of ours. We all went to fashion school together. We all sat together and enjoyed ourselves. She enjoyed herself, number one, because she had 2 little kids, and she was like, yes, I get to enjoy my fashion again and just enjoy myself. So she had to spend the night just enjoying herself. Next, going out to business events. Know your crowd. What kind of events do you want to go to in relation to what it is that you're trying to sell, in order to even test out the market that if you go to business events, these are the perfect places to talk to other business folks and they can give you advice. Some people have saved my life going to business events because I've gone to a business event and that was my conversation starter. I had a specific business issue, and because we were in a relaxed mode and it was a business event, I could talk business to them about, I got this issue. What would your opinion be on how to handle that? And I take notes. Then when I take it back to the person, they were mind boggled because they were like, I didn't know she knew all this. They couldn't play me like they thought they could play me. Why? Because I built a level of communicative relationship building. Maybe you're an online person. You're not out there. Things that have gone on in the past few years with this Pandora's box, you haven't really reintegrated back into population as of yet. So you still in your immediate. You go where you go and you come back where you come back from, but you ain't really out here like that. So with that being said, how are you creating relationships in order to even collaborate? Now we out here on these social media streets, going live in these YouTube groups. I have seen a lot of YouTubers gain followers through their live content. They start out doing videos, then they started doing live content, and through doing their live content, it gave their audience the ability to connect with them to a different capacity. And because they were able to be connected with to a different capacity, and then therefore allotted them the ability to grow. It allotted them the ability to engage with people, start groupings, friendships, so on and so forth. A lot of people, I've seen them even take these YouTube live experiences and go to a Facebook group. And that allotted others to have the ability that you're not just talking, but people will be able to post and share and do community building within a community that was developed from off of having a YouTube page. Some people were able to go off and do a membership off of that. So how are you creating opportunities for collaboration? Because it's in and through these types of activities that will give you the ability to meet people that you can pitch, that you can create an open door with. That way is an easier way than trying to pitch people 3 letters to create a know, a like, and a trust factor, and then be like, hey, now can I pitch you? And that person is like, no, because I already figured that out by letter 2. So, but if you're in groups and you're in these lives, people are getting to engage with you. You're talking, you're laughing, you're commenting to one another, you're responding back and forth to one another, and it creates a community atmosphere that maybe you be like, hey, me and this person are always talking in this live stream. Maybe I should contact them in a private message and talk about seeing if we can work together on something. Hey, because I'm in this Facebook group, they ask for people that are interested in these kinds of conversations. Hey, let me reach out and let them know I'm interested. Maybe you're trying to do collaborations with people on an external form. People, there are people and they go outside and, like it's outside and it's like not on the phone and it's like real folks that you can actually have engagement with and talk to and actually eat with and actually enjoy your time with. That you can actually pitch them or actually collaborate with them by going to these events. You can then send them thank yous, follow-ups. Back when I was going to the events, the first thing I would do, I would collect everybody's card that I contacted. I would end up coming back with a stack of cards this thick when I would go to those business events because I was engaging people like that. Then I would take those cards, and over a week, I would go through each one of them and I would email these individuals back. After having had emailed these individuals back, you can desire to create a experience for them, depending on what it is that you're trying to do, how you're trying to collaborate. Some people, they send them a hard copy of their book. Sometimes before they even send them a hard copy of their book, they send them a gift. They send them flowers. They send them something that will give them attention. I was watching a video, and this popped up in my mind a moment ago, about, it was on Facebook, where a guy was just showing kindness to every female as they walked by. No, he wasn't trying to get with any of them. He was literally just trying to show the example of what kind words and gestures will gain reaction from an individual. So he took a rose and he gave this woman a compliment. You have a beautiful smile. When he handed her the rose, she took it, and it was a message wrapped around the part of the rose that was usually had the thorn part in it. And that's when she smiled and turned around and came back. Some people actually respond to kind gestures. Kindness will get you way farther than forcing your transactional reaction onto individuals. If I could figure out how to use kindness as a sales strategy, as a service-based person, I would be able to strike gold. Because too many people are pushy in their sales. They're either pushy or hypnotic. So you need to figure out how to use kindness. Kindness will get you so much farther. A lot of people don't know how to be kind. They are very prideful in what it is that they do and are more transactional than transformational. How can I get to the money? You can tell when they want money because even their flattery sounds fake. And it's irritating. So, what is it that you want, and how do you want to create that environment in order to open the door for being able to pitch people? Because it's funny. I was looking at a commercial the other day. People don't remember what you say, but they will remember how you make them feel. Think about this all the time when you're thinking about collaborating, when you're thinking about developing something, when you're thinking about sharing things with people. People forget what you said, but they don't forget how you made them feel. If you're trying to sell to somebody, if you're trying to reach out for a collaboration, if your approach makes me feel slimy, I ain't going to remember anything that you say, and I'm not going to work with you. If I'm trying to sell you something, my approach needs to be of a level of kindness that makes you feel comfortable. This is why I've always had a problem with sales, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm being fake with them. And I'm probably 1 out of 10 million that feel that way, because so many people get caught up in transactional. So many people get caught up in trying to make that sale. So many people get caught up in chasing that money. What do we say? Don't chase money, chase creativity. The money will follow. When you have that wisdom, you maneuver differently. So when you're creating this and you're developing this, how are you making these suggestions? What is it that you can do for these people? How are you creating proper and authentic, genuine relationship when you're doing these things? Food for thought. So I hope this blessed you. Until next time, bye bye.